Snap, crack, darkness. Another glass bulb violently shatters into pieces. Yet another promising prototype burns completely to ash. We think of Thomas Edison as a natural-born wizard. The messy reality reveals a deeply stubborn, relentless grinder. Welcome to Menlo Park, New Jersey, 1878. The objective inside these walls is incredibly clear and seemingly impossible. Build a practical, long-lasting electric light bulb. Step inside. The workbenches overflow with dead wires, burned-out filaments, and hundreds of shattered glass casings. You are looking at a graveyard of ruined attempts. A reporter walks into this chaos. He looks at the mountain of broken glass and asks Edison a highly logical question. How does it feel to have failed 1,000 times? We expect historical breakthroughs to arrive as sudden flashes of brilliance. We ignore the brutal math of getting there. Edison was practically deaf from childhood. He possessed none of the biological tools of a natural-born academic. His formal education lasted exactly 12 weeks. His teacher pulled him aside and called him addled, mentally slow. His mother pulled him out of the classroom that same day. He hit the workforce. He took a job as a telegraph operator. He got fired. He took another job, fired again. He bounced from station to station, racking up professional rejections. These consecutive early defeats functioned as psychological conditioning. By the time he reached his 20s, standard discouragement simply bounced off his skin. He brought a terrifying, unnatural level of stamina to the laboratory. He could endure being wrong longer than anyone else in the room. He weaponized a process we now call the Edisonian method, brute force trial and error. When no underlying scientific theory exists to guide you, you test absolutely everything. He called these mechanical roadblocks bugs. They were minor puzzles demanding an immediate fix. The hunt for a working filament extracts a massive physical toll. Attempt 100 burns up. Attempt 500 snaps into darkness. The staff is exhausted. Thousands of potential filament materials were tested. Every blown bulb was a vital data point to map and eliminate wrong paths. The sheer volume of these calculated misses created a mathematical trap, forcing him closer to the single correct solution. Attempt 800 yields nothing. Attempt 900 smokes out. Attempt 999 ends in shattered glass. The empirical evidence screams at him to quit. He ignores it entirely. The impending breakthrough relies entirely on the inevitable math of accumulating enough negative data points. Then comes the next attempt, a piece of carbonized thread. They run the current, it glows, it stabilizes, it stays lit. Which brings us right back to that reporter standing in the rubble of Menlo Park. Edison looks at him and delivers his ultimate framework for progress. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Think about the absolute confidence of that statement. He successfully proved exactly which materials and conditions were completely incompatible with light. The practical electric light bulb is the hard-earned trophy extracted from 1,000 documented mistakes. Failure is the mandatory raw material required to construct success. What we label a dead end is usually just a necessary data point. It is progress wearing the disguise of disappointment. Think about your own workbench. Picture that one project, that goal, or that massive idea you abandoned because you hit an impassable wall. Look at that wall again. Ask yourself if it was truly the end of the road, or was it simply attempt number 47 out of your own 10,000 required tries? Go back to your lab. Pick that abandoned project back up today. Your previous failure was just your latest data point. Now, run the next test.